mics, but we're not using them tonight
because we have
want to
special
hear
guests.
all of our guests
Well,
tonight.
now we have to reintroduce our guests.
Okay, so to reintroduce, this is our friend Caitlin, who worked with us. Well, her and I have worked together for years, but she worked with all of us last year. And then this is Zoe, and we all work together now. Last year, we all worked together.
It was amazing.
It was so amazing.
It was, yeah. We're excited. You know, Frankie moved back to California.
Yeah.
And ditched us. So she's making buckets of money now.
I know.
She owns a mansion.
As sad as we are that she ditched us, we're also so happy she ditched us. So, yeah, she's.
Hey, dude.
Hi, Frankie, mom and dad.
Hi.
Can we shout?
Yes.
Can we shout out Tristan, who is gonna watch? Shout out Tristan.
Her man,
meet you.
not any other
I
Tristan.
know. No, yes. So yeah, I'm excited to meet new people in your life.
I know, we are too. This is exciting.
It is.
And you're so happy and glowy.
Yeah.
Look at your new
I'm
relationship.
just in a whole new world. It's great.
You're going to be the next one married. We had Zozo last year.
I know, Tristan's like, don't put so much pressure on me.
She did. She had a pre-wedding
Yeah.
and then like the...
Yeah. That's kind of like the thing.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm so glad I did too because it was just way less stressful.
Well, your first year teaching and having a wedding and you're stepmom.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of stress.
That's a ton of stress. What I was saying before I realized we had not turned the camera sound on was if you were one of the lucky ones that got to hear our episode 1.
All of them, Isaiah.
Oh, no,
Don't
no,
mention
her
no
names.
names.
Oh,
But
Isaiah the 8th.
yep.
but yeah, so when I was telling you that
It's amazing.
we were
Just put
teaching
Baby
in the
Llama, Baby
Janky
Llama.
Theater, and a first grade teacher came and saved the day to teach math.
Enter Frankie.
This is Franklin.
Somehow.
She wasn't. I'm going to be honest. She was not sure middle school was going to be okay for her. She was like, the kids are really scary.
Still not sure.
She went back to kindergarten. She left us.
Yeah.
She's like,
How far is this
Kindergarten.
She's like, but yeah. So the middle school kids gave her a run.
But they love
Their
her.
money. Oh,
Of course they do.
So
They
much.
are fun. They're fun.
They like to pull pranks.
Yes, they do.
What
Yeah,
was
my
the
God.
kid that made up the alphabet letter? What alphabet letter was it?
What was it?
Remember?
No, I remember.
Do you remember?
But I
And you're like,
it was
Kate. This is why I love kinder
together.
teachers.
Yeah.
She's like, so I was testing him on his letters, and Kate is the letter. I was like, oh.
Okay, but can we talk about the fact that they changed the alphabet song?
They
so
totally
kids stop
changed
saying
it.
elemental P.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
Yeah.
When did they change?
L-M-N-O-P.
When did they
separated
change it?
When I started teaching kinder. So that was,
I don't know,
over
I've seen it a
20
few
years
times.
ago.
What does it say? What does it say?
It separates the
L-M-N-O.
O-P-Q, yeah.
Okay, I don't like that.
No, thank you.
No.
That's wrong.
I don't, but let me tell you,
I
my
think
son, still almost 12, doesn't know his effing alphabet. Like, literally, we were having him say all the letters when we were at my sister's house for Thanksgiving. And I swear on everything, he forgot, like, it was R or V
Like
or
in the
G.
alphabet?
Yes!
Oh my
And
golly.
he kept missing May when we did them on.
Oh no.
So, I'm just going to blame COVID for that one.
To be fair,
Right.
she tried to have kids organize things
Alphabetically.
and they were struggling.
These are the exact grades. the
By
COVID
their
grade.
by their last name,
Oh.
and they couldn't do it, so I had to redo all my file systems to alphabet by their first letter. But I did
Because they don't know their last names?
because alphabetically they could not figure out the alphabetical system with their last
Which
names.
is so funny to me because it's your numbering
And
class.
I know. And so they're like,
Numbering
can you
class.
just redo it with our first? And I had the two classes merged.
Mm.
And I don't know if that's what threw them off. But I'm going to be honest. I still have some that stand there for 20 minutes because,
They
and
can't
I
find
really
theirs.
need 20 minutes because they can't find it. So I finally had some really sweet girls come and take mercy on a poor boy that I let stand there for way too long because it was just like kind of their time. And he's just like, I can't find my name. And I was like,
They're
that
probably
checks.
watching.
It's all
I'm
COVID.
like, that checks.
We can blame COVID
It's
kids.
totally
100%.
What if they have the Dewey Decimal System, they'd never be able to check
I
out
know.
books.
No.
Numbers are hard. I probably couldn't.
But Zoe knows this. Like a few years ago when I realized like how bad the alphabet system, like alphabetizing and things like that were for middle school kids.
I just thought you were still challenged with it.
Oh, I'm so challenged. But teaching challenge. No, I went to a bunch of secondhand stores. I went thrifting and I bought all those dictionaries that I have.
Oh, yeah.
And so anytime we're doing vocabulary and different things, they're like, why can't we just Google it? I'm like, Google is overrated. And I make them use the dictionaries.
They should
And
be able to
most
use
of the
dictionaries.
kids, it still takes a little bit. Sometimes I really have to like plan and set time aside for them to look up 2 or 3 words in the dictionary. But they're even still a little confused on why is there more than one definition? Why is this ending here? But we're getting there. But I mean,
and you have to deal with training them to learn those letters.
because what grade are you now?
I'm teaching 2nd and 3rd grade.
Oh, you're in a combo.
What's a combo?
class.
It's a combo.
Do you have more second or
They
third
start
grade?
I have
There's
more
like a-
2nd graders.
Mhm.
I
Wait,
have-
what do you
A
do
lot
with
of
state
schools have
testing then?
combo classes.
We're discussing the logistics of that. They want to send my 3rd
I was
graders
gonna say to
all
another
test
class.
with their other
Oh,
class,
okay,
and
okay.
I'll keep my 2nd graders. But there's some things that have to happen during the test, so I'm not sure that's going to work. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
It's
That's
been a learning.
stressful. When do you guys start state testing?
In May.
Oh,
May.
that's
Yeah,
so
'cause
normal.
we
Well,
go
that's
through
what she was
June.
just saying. She's
We go-
just starting her spring break right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's California though. Most
Yeah.
of California is like literally my
It's
old districts. They're
spring
going
break comes right
Yeah.
after
Easter.
Yeah.
break.
as it should.
I
Like
think
technically, we should get Monday off.
yeah, most
Yeah.
a
there's
lot
it's a
of
holiday.
Yeah.
districts do get Monday off for Easter, Passover, and all the different things.
Mhm.
They should have got Passover on the first. I think it was
It
this
was
year.
Wednesday, so
Mhm,
whatever
it was the
Wednesday
first.
was. Yeah, I can't remember.
And so
I'm like, what?
you're the one that should remember.
I don't remember the date. I know
just
the day
kidding,
of
I'm
the
kidding,
week it
I'm
was
kidding.
on. Also, hi
Yeah.
Lulu, shout out to you.
Nice.
Lulu, we know you're watching and we're excited you're with us.
Sweet.
I see,
Yeah.
I know Kay's on, so we'll say hi to Kay. Little K on there.
Nice. Is that the
Yeah, that's
My
the
hair.
one who does this. The one who does
we
this.
love you.
So tell us, since you are a pretty brand new teacher, which you, by the way, not gonna lie, been in teaching almost 3 decades, you would never know she's a brand new teacher.
Yeah.
Like, literally has her crap on lock. So, and you're,
Mhm.
how many years have you been in it now?
This is end of my 4th year.
Yeah, but
So-
she was on it. Like her first year, I did not know they were like right out of college. Her and another gal we were
Yeah.
teaching with, and because they were not only just amazing, but Lucy was she 4th grade your first year?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she like adored these guys, and so she was like always over with them, and she would
I
go over
love
and
that.
tutor in her class and mentor,
Yeah.
and more so just keep her out of trouble, keep her over there. But for a first year teacher to be like, yeah, send me your hard, because I actually would send a lot of my really really hard behavior middle school kids.
She's got patience
over
though,
to
too.
the first grade room, and she
That's great.
she
They
would just
come
take
in.
them.
Yeah, just work with the
She's
kids.
got
They
patience,
love
but
it.
Zoe
Yeah.
does too.
Mhm.
100.
No, she does.
Yeah.
You totally have patience.
Yeah.
Some kids be like, sometimes not so much. They know. They know.
Okay.
I mean,
There are
we've
days-
all snapped. All of
let's
us.
be
Let's
honest.
real.
Some of these
Good point.
kids work hard.
to test it.
Just
Just
That's
see us
your
crash
patience.
out, as you all call it.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see Witherspoon crash out today?
Yeah.
There are days where I look at them and I'm like,
Don't even.
I
try
don't
today.
have the
You don't
patience
have-
today.
FAFO.
Don't even do it. Just like, no.
Mine is usually I'm like, I have not had enough coffee for this right now. I'm like, do you see how full my coffee still is? Don't try me right now.
Don't do it.
Not at all.
They
Not
said
at
they
all.
haven't seen you crash out yet.
Not fully,
On the
no.
ground.
There's been a time or two where I'm like, close. But
Some of your classes are like,
Okay, so let's be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
We usually save it for lunch, and so we can vent to each other
Yes.
to like,
I
get
don't get to
ourselves
have
like,
lunch with you guys except for one day a week.
no, but we do powwow after school, which helps
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
it does.
sure.
Like
Yeah.
the venting and the. When I was talking to that one guy today that used to do
Uh-huh,
job
uh-huh.
work, he was like, what are like your de-stressors and what do you need for administration? I was like, honestly, like the support
Just
of
give
the
me some good
coworkers
co-teachers.
and being able to not gossip, but to be able to vent because we all share kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have that connection because we're like, okay, are you seeing this too? What can we do? Is it a pattern? Is it just in my
Yeah.
class? Is it something we're doing? Like,
So
what
that's
is it?
one thing we do at my old school that I do miss now is that at our old school, so we were 4 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would use Friday mornings. We did have, teachers had to go on Fridays, but it was just 8:30 to 12:30.
Right, not bad.
And honestly, if we had to miss a Friday, like they didn't make us take sick time or anything like that. It was just like,
Yeah.
just let me know and like
It is
like
nice,
whatever.
yeah.
Because they always knew that we were in early or out late, and so they didn't
Yeah.
It's not like
take
you were
time
trying
like
to
that from
skimp
us.
on your time.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Tell
not
me
at
if
all.
there's a teacher in the world that doesn't meet their contract.
Girl,
hours.
right?
We're serious.
It is not
Contract should
like
be written
8
when
to
you
3
like
jobs.
this
No.
many hours.
No, you guys, last year I spent, like, seriously, the entire first quarter, I was up until midnight trying
I
to grade
remember
a
that.
lesson plan because,
First year is so
well,
hard.
and it wasn't really explained to me that I didn't need to be doing every assignment.
Yep.
Like, I didn't need to grade every single
Yeah.
assignment, and I didn't need to pass
No, I
every
feel like
single
you were
assignment.
kind of thrown in.
Yeah, and, like, honestly, that's partly my education, partly, like, oh, didn't get the best training for how to cope with, like, daily situations, but it was just so bad because I was coming to school just drained, and
Yeah.
I just remember, like, when somebody finally mentioned it to me, of, like, you can do, like, 1 or 2 a week, I was like,
Well, so
okay.
so I taught for 4 years, and then I stayed home with my kids for 13 years. So I had 4 kids, and I waited till my youngest went into first grade. And when I went back in the classroom, I kept thinking I needed to prove myself, and so I was like, had like amazing lesson plans, and
Of
I
course,
I
that's
would
what we
write
all
out word
do.
for word activities, and then I was trying to grade every single thing. I was grading the activities, and I was grading the discussions, and I was grading because you're trying to like prove that you're worthy.
For
you know?
sure, for
it's
sure.
like my friends were always like, you already have the contract. like it's like and
But you
did
want
the
them to
same
see your
thing.
worth. You were working
Yeah.
overtime and planning a freaking wedding. Like, you were, like, I mean, that's a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I think another thing that like adds to that, like wanting to do better and like put so much of yourself into it, is the amazing teachers that you work with and you see what they're doing and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to do something like that, and you try so hard. But what's great about teaching is you have like your own magic touch to make your stuff magical for your
No, you're
students.
totally right.
Yeah.
And then others are magical for their students in different ways.
Yeah.
So it can be hard to like not compare yourselves to others. You know?
Right. Well,
I would agree with that totally
And-
to this day.
and let's be honest, like sometimes I on a hard day, just a good vent session to get it out, like really helps me de-stress for the kids. But more than that, I feel like we're always running each other's rooms.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
something funny happens, it's usually when somebody's funny. It's
Hold
like,
the door, hold the door.
hold the door. Yeah, hold the door.
Hold the door.
Like, oh my word, you
Hold
have,
the
you
door.
have to come see this, or do you know what so and so just said? Like, oh my gosh! I'm like, we were in the middle of. I don't even remember the other day, and she comes running in my room.
With all my boys.
All the kids dressing like Witherspoon. We had some of our
Yes.
boys getting dresses because they wanted
Dress for
it was
success.
dress for
Yep.
success or be professional.
I will tell
And
you though,
so-
the amount of confidence these boys exhibit.
Word,
Oh,
yeah.
Like,
They took pictures with us, and it was really cute because on them they almost looked like Little House on the Prairie dresses.
Yeah,
and I was like,
100%.
oh, like they look like from
and they're the
Prairie.
sweetest boys. Like,
Yeah.
you're just like, and like the cool kids that
Yeah.
like, I'm like I was trying to explain that to Shane. Like, I'm like, it's like, I would have never done that in middle school. I'm like, yeah, because you weren't cool like these kids.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
they're-
these
yeah,
kids
they're
run
like
the school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're sweet kids. Sometimes they get a kid. Sweet kids can get a bad rap at times when they're just talkative, they're busy.
But if you build those
but when it
relationships,
comes
have you
down
built a
to it,
relationship?
Let's talk about building relationships.
You're
I'm like,
welcome.
oh my golly. Well, just try a little bit harder.
Build a relationship. Hey, but you should really build a relationship. That's probably what your issue is.
You?
Probably.
Oh my golly, I'm like, relationship this. No, but like I have no words after that one.
Neither bridges
it's
I
like,
burn
remember
right
your
the way.
why. Just remember your why.
Yeah, remember
It's
your
because
why.
I didn't have my target on
Yeah,
board.
uh-huh,
You
yeah.
really don't.
Hope, have you built relationships? Hope, are you Vogue is watching, and she is part of our lunch
Yes.
Oh, so much.
Oh my God.
She's a rock star.
Freaking
And also
rock
one of
star.
the sweetest human beings I've ever met.
And also has the
Patient-
cutest baby on the planet.
Patience
Yes.
for days.
Oh yeah.
I look at her and I just like, I want to be her when I grow
Yeah.
up. Like
Yeah.
I go into mom mode pretty fast, probably because I have 4 grown kids now. But like, I'm like, oh my god,
She's like,
look
I
at her
love-
smile, and she's just like,
Yeah.
I
And
hear
the
you.
kids
I'm
love her. She's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It's just
she's like the ultimate like, just like goal. Like you got all your crap together, girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'll say, when I did the career fair right before I got hired, I just felt like drawn to take the position that I did, and I wasn't really sure why, because like, I don't know, I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna trust the intuition. And then I got there and I was like, oh my gosh, it's the people I'm working with,
Yeah.
because we have the best team.
Yeah.
Like,
We
I'm
do
not-
have a
okay,
good team.
so
We do.
because at our old school, we had some amazing teams,
Yeah.
and we got along so well with our coworkers. And then we found our new tribe at our new home, which was
Because
amazing.
it's not easy. Like, you never know. Like,
Yeah.
when you're with a group of people, the fact that all of your team gets along,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Yeah.
freaking astounding.
Because because you've had some struggles on and off, like trying to find a new tribe.
Yeah,
It's hard when you're in a new
hard.
school.
Have you found that, like, niche with, like the bond?
Not the same. Not in the same way. No,
No.
I don't think I will. Honestly, well, I'm gonna keep trying.
I
but-
think
yeah.
you will. I
Yeah.
honestly think you will.
Mhm.
It's different. And you also went in.
Yeah, it's hard to change schools. That I've discovered, like, it's very hard.
For your phone.
Your glasses are on your head. No, it is. But I mean, like, the good part is you're young. Like, you too. Like, it's
Adapt.
easier for you
Yeah.
guys to adapt to new environments too. It is.
Okay.
I know you don't want
Okay,
to.
so last year, our first day, we were so like nervous
Yes.
about everyone we met, and we legit.
Oh, this is what we were talking about.
We were sitting at like these 2 little tiny student desks, and we were like, "Oh my god, look at okay, like she looks really smart, and ooh, she's really smart. Like, ooh, she's not gonna like us. Like, she's gonna be the popular one.
I
that
wasn't
does
the
not
smart one.
like
They were
us."
talking about her. She was the smart one.
We were
I was
so,
the bitch.
We were so nervous. And then some of our other coworkers, who don't teach anymore, but just their resting face, were like, ooh, they hate us.
Oh, yeah.
They are not. They do not like us. Come out and fight. Like they
And
were
they're
the
our good
sweet- they
friends.
were the
Yes.
sweetest
Yes.
people. It was
Yeah.
just we were like,
That was our issue.
I know, but I'm like, coworkers are. I
But
can
also
survive
the
a bad
training we
situation
were
for
all
so
at.
Like, while we were there, I was like, this is so much happening all at once,
Mhm.
and I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Yes.
And so when we got to the first day of school, I don't know if you guys remember this, I cried in the bathroom at my lunchtime.
I remember you
Because
told
I
me
was
that.
just so overwhelmed, because not only was it like all of this stuff to deal with, but also we started on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And
that's
Yeah.
it's a
And
different
then a short
Worst
day.
ever.
yeah, different schedule
Couldn't
than
get
any
the
other
schedule
day.
down.
I have to. You all know my daughter. You know why she.
Yeah.
Okay, she has called me 4 times. Lucy, here is your shout out. Shout out to Reese. Lucy says, shout out your favorite daughter.
Reese.
Shout out Reese. No, I'm just kidding. I love both my daughters.
Dang.
I have to give Lucy a hard
But
time.
Reese
but
just took the most beautiful
we
graduation
just did
pictures.
senior pictures.
Yep.
of
So there's gonna be
graduating
tears on one of our
another
episodes.
one. Well, hashtag Stephanie.
She can't cry.
I
Don't
I
make
know,
Stephanie
don't make
cry.
Stephanie
Don't
cry.
make me cry.
But no, they were so good. Caitlin got to
They
come
were.
with me,
Yep.
and my super amazing friend Megan did it, and she's done all my kids' senior pictures. She's done our family pictures, and I was just like, oh my god, I only have 4 more years before I graduate my last one. I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. And you only have one. You only have to go through this once.
Thank God.
I'm going through this for my third
I'm not
time.
letting him. I'm going to keep getting him retained.
I
No,
tried
Miss
that.
Spangler, I was kidding.
I tried that. Lucy's like, did that.
Hudson too, second
That's
grade.
right, second grade. They're like,
But I'm a
there's
different. I
nothing
never want him to
wrong.
leave ever,
Yeah.
ever. Like I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah.
I love him.
As
He's
he should be.
adorable.
I mean, but Jackson too. I just want to put him in my
I
pocket,
know.
little squishy
Listen,
little
we have some pretty.
gem.
We've all made some pretty good kids,
Yeah.
and we have some pretty good kids.
Yeah.
And,
We do have good kids, and
I-
even our students. I think of them as our kids.
her little guy we call the little kid from Jerry
oh my
Maguire.
God, baby Ray!
So cute. And
The
he's got
human head with
He's got
Daniel.
so many
So
fun
sad, too.
facts. He's got so many fun facts.
He's
and
got
he is so
A
smart.
motor mouth.
Oh my
and
God.
will just dish everything on you that he can.
He
love
gives
him
the tea, guys.
so
The tea.
Yes,
much.
all of it.
Yeah. Oh, talking about tea. You want the tea. You know which kids in class have the
I walked
info.
into your room the other day, and you're like,
Oh yeah. Because one of them was like, "Hey, do you want to know
Yep,
who's
exactly.
do you want to know who's
I do.
going out with who?" And then so and so just broke up, and then they were going out with this person, but they broke out, and then these two were making us. I said, "Keep going." I'm like,
Yep,
They
I have
need-
kids who were in our class last year they're not in any of my classes that will stop into my room and just be like, "Hey, I got something to tell you."
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
all right,
You want the
here
tea?
for it.
Yes, we want the tea.
100%.
Absolutely. And I love how they're always like,
yeah.
should we shut the door? Is this a closed door
Yeah.
conversation?
So close the door.
Close the, or you just look and they're like, I got it.
What I love is when the kids come in, they're like, close the door. Like, I gotta tell you something. I'm like, well, except I had one. So was it they sing a Chesme?
Cheese man.
Cheese
She's
Okay.
gossip.
I had one coming back from a trip, and she was yelling across 6th grade and your class
Is this
down
Texas?
the hall. Yeah,
Yeah.
Miss Texas. And she was like, I want it. There's so much cheese. I gotta do that. And she just kept yelling. And I'm like 3 middle school classes in the hallway down, and so it's loud to hear. And I was like, I don't have any cheese. And she's like, no, the cheese. And I was like, I don't have any cheese. I have a string cheese. And she's like, this is right. I don't want cheese. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. You're going to have to come closer to me. And finally a kid looks over and he goes, the tea. I was like, I thought she was asking for cheese, but she was like 3 middle school classes down, and it's loud in the
It's so
hallway
loud.
when they're like out there. for
loud and
transition.
stinky and loud.
Yeah.
I always was stressed after to walk through all the crowds there.
Well, you're the same height as that.
Yeah.
All the time when I'm walking down the hallway, if like my back is to somebody and they like are talking or whatever, and I turn around to talk to them, like one of the aides or other teachers or whatever, they're like, "Oh, I thought you were a student." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "What? I know
Thank
why."
you. Thank you.
I'm like,
Yeah.
"I'm not the same height as them."
Yeah.
I am.
Well,
We are.
We had lunch today, and we ran into a guy, and he's like, "Oh, so sweet. Is this your daughter?" And I was like, "She could be my daughter. I will claim her."
Yeah.
And like he was super sweet. He was older, and he spoke, English. But then they were speaking because she's fluent Spanish, and so they were speaking. And I was
California.
like, not her mom. Don't know what they're saying. I don't know. But they had an amazing conversation. But he was talking to us, and he's like, "You're so." He was like, "You guys are so sweet." And I was like, "I could be her mom. I will."
Yeah,
claim her."
technically you totally
like
could.
not.
You're
But
my work mom.
I know I was her work mom for years, and so
I mean, we are.
I mean,
well,
technically,
Walk
we
into
could
well,
your room for anything.
Yeah.
I
At
think,
our
so.
old school, we had
Yeah.
a whole bunch of our students convinced of 2 things. One, that she was my daughter, actual
Yeah.
daughter,
Love that.
and because she called me mom, and a bunch of other kids called me mom because with my kids going there, a lot of their friends called
Yeah.
me mom.
Yeah.
And then there was 2 of us that had kids, and our kids were best friends, so it was like mom 1, mom 2, and they would call us that. And then they're like, wait, so she's your mom too? And I was like, yeah, it's my daughter. I take care of her. That's why I bring her lunch, and we do these things. But then we also convinced her kids that she was Reba McEntire.
Oh yes.
And that she was a gold medal winner in the Olympics.
She told me that when I met her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. And the students were always like, I've always wanted to meet Reba. I'm like, this is her. And they're like, are you serious?
She's fully
I'm
on.
like,
Reba
no,
looks
100%.
Reba, you're
100%.
hot.
Well, they deserved it because Remember
Okay.
one of them?
Okay.
The Spanish
Okay.
speaker?
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
before I convinced her to come and help me in middle school, she was working in a very tiny classroom that was
Yes.
like the size of a bedroom with another teacher that was a little struggle to get along with. And they had kindergarten and first grade, both with their own classes in one little room. And the only way for me to get a prep, because I was pretty much teaching all the middle school classes, and then the art teacher quit, and they're like, by the way, now you're teaching art too. I'm like,
Yeah.
all my animals look the same. How is this gonna work? And so I would send kids to the elementary classes to help, so I could have a short break to prep for my afternoon art and title classes that I was also teaching. And so she had a kid with her for nearly a month. And finally she comes in and she's like, I just feel bad. I don't know what to do with him. He just sits there and like he just, he reads a book or he just like laughs at things, and I talk to him and he just tells me he doesn't speak English. Like, how do you teach your classes? Like, what's going on? And I was like, I knew right who it was, and I'm gonna say his name because he's a nice guy. But I was like, and he heard me yelling clear from the theater, and he knew she was like, sorry, Mrs. Wright. He's like, Miss Franklin, I speak English. And so he had been
That's
nothing.
awesome.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be her main teacher helper, and for a month.
I did. Yeah.
He was just going in and sitting in the corner and doing nothing because he convinced her he couldn't speak English.
I'm sorry, that's
So,
working brilliant.
It's funny. It's funny.
I was so mad at him. Like, love him, adore him, but I was so mad. I was like,
So
you need
let
to
that
help
be a
her.
lesson. Pretend you don't speak English and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Unless you have
But your son's friends who are twins, didn't they swap classrooms?
So they did. So Sam and Ben, my son's besties, I think Sam's.
Was
the
that
one.
last
No,
year?
it was this year.
Was it this year?
That one of them's in Hudson's class, and the other one's in, his name's Mr. Wacker, his class. And who I thought was 12, and Hudson's like, he was in the military, he's old. I was like, all right, dude, settle down.
Everyone looks young to us.
Right.
We're old
Well,
now.
I think he's like a whole 28. So.
Oh.
But they switched classes, and the only reason they ended up telling the teacher that they had switched classes was because Mr. Wacker's class had a test, and the twin didn't want to take it.
Oh,
And
that's
so
right.
they did it. Yeah. And
So how long were they in the opposite
All
classes?
day.
That's right.
all
That's right.
they're identical. The only
That's
I take Roaring
right.
Springs all summer, and
Yeah.
the only way I know is by the shirt they
Because
wear.
I think I was with you, and you called Hudson to see how school was, and he's laughing, and like, why are you laughing? And he was telling the story, and you're like, the teacher didn't know all day?
And I love her.
Yeah.
It's not their fault. Okay,
No.
I have
Yeah.
2 things from the chat.
Okay.
Number
Okay.
1, Miss Wright, give them the paint back.
Never! Not even close.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
let's talk about projects with 7th graders for
Okay,
a
but
minute.
after that, I have to go back to Frankie
Yeah.
because they have a question for
Um,
her.
I adore 7th graders, but they lack the maturity that it takes to use paint in a classroom with carpet.
I feel
Or
that.
pretty much any other material without leaving the room a mess.
Glitter.
Right?
No.
Yes.
They said, please,
I know.
with a lot of S's.
I'm like, take home what you need to paint it at home, and bring it back. No, I have cleaned paint off my walls, my door,
I
my
can't believe they
sink.
didn't paint mustaches on
On my-
themselves.
okay.
Okay, I had somebody
No.
write on their own face the other day, and I was like,
One of them, and he's watching right now, took clay and decided we wanted blue clay, and so instead of walking over to my table and getting the blue clay,
You painted
Nope.
poured a whole bunch of paint
Stop it!
and like mix it. And now I have blue paint on my
I
sink.
helped clean it, though.
He did, and he helped clean the red paint that somebody spilled all
Oh
over my
my
carpet
goodness.
off the best we can. But yeah, so shout out to custodians. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
They
Mr.
literally
Roberts.
told me because of how messy my classroom was getting. They're like, we're not gonna vacuum if it looks like this. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start making the kids pick up everything at the end of every
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we
Every
do.
class, that's what I do.
for sure what we do.
yeah, I'm like, sorry, still not. They're like, but the bell rang. I was like, I don't see 20 things in your hands to go to the garbage can.
That's why when I go to your lunch, they're still
Okay,
there.
at my old school, Mr. Pie, when the kids acted up in class, he would say that's 10, and they had to stay to pick up 10 things. And when they got to 20, he would let them roll a dice and the multiplier, But there was one side of the dice that would erase all the things because you'd be like, that's 10, that's 50, that's 100. And they'd have to stay and pick up little pieces of scraps. The kids would always roll the dice and it almost never landed on the erase you thing. And so I'd go in and kids, he'd have names with tallies. 10,000 pieces of trash, 5,000 pieces of trash. And so by the end of the school year, they had to get their number to 0.
That's
so
awesome.
He never vacuumed because the kids were always picking stuff up every time they were acting
That's
up.
actually brilliant.
And I
We
was
should
like,
really
oh
do
my
that.
golly, so smart.
I'm not going to do the math, but somehow I can.
I got you.
I will call you
Yeah,
right
yeah.
across the.
Right?
Okay, so Frankie, this one is for you.
Okay.
Frankie, I miss you.
Aww.
Tell us about your new man.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh my goodness.
Give us the
Watching.
tea.
He's watching right now.
He better be watching.
No, I miss you too. No, Tristan is great. He's just so like thoughtful and so like intentional about things, but like unintentional about things. Like I don't know. He's just a joy. He's wonderful. He's great.
What is the sweetest thing he's done for you so far?
So he wakes up with me in the morning and he just makes sure I'm alert because I have a commute to my new job.
That's
An hour, just about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Every morning up and then every afternoon
Because
down.
you have to leave at 5:30.
Yes, I get there by 7.
No,
So
yeah.
no.
just he
No.
I know. 1 year, I'm done.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, he just wakes up with me and like makes sure I'm awake and like ready for the drive, and sometimes he'll have my coffee ready for me or dinner
That's so
packed up, ready for a lunch
sweet.
the next day. Just
And Tristan, we haven't met yet, but my work daughter here has never been so happy.
Yeah,
Like
she's like
she
giddy.
is light and smiley
Yeah.
and happy, and I love to see her like this.
Yeah, we're very
I
happy
love it.
that she has found her person. So
Yes.
be nice to her, or we will
Yeah. Watch out, right?
leave our cell phones at
We
home.
will
and
have
come
to
back.
come visit.
I'm gonna put it this way. I have a lot of trunk space.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, oh, great. And do you guys want to hear the sweetest thing she was
Oh my
just
gosh.
telling me? While she's here with us, because she's going to come with me for Easter tomorrow,
yeah.
her grandma called Tristan to make sure he was going to come to her house for Easter.
Yeah.
How sweet is that?
Stop it.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "Don't worry, I'll be there too. It's okay."
He's totally gonna put a ring on it. So
Yeah.
no pressure, but he
I
totally
know.
is.
Oh my goodness.
So
Where
stinking
are you
sweet.
gonna have a destination wedding? I'm so excited.
No.
You're jumping a couple steps ahead.
I know.
Just a couple.
I just need to plan my trip.
Eloping? Are you eloping to Boise so we can go?
Don't elope.
I'm
Go
just
somewhere good. Go somewhere good. Go
That's
somewhere.
awesome.
I'm
That's
so
awesome.
happy for
Yeah,
you.
it's
He
great.
better treat you well because you deserve it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
You do.
Seriously.
You have been through some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you've
Yeah.
had because we talk on the phone a lot, but
Yeah.
you've had some really really tough kids this year because this is
Yes.
your first year.
Tougher
So
than
you
Kate?
so you
Yes.
so you
Yes.
graduated in California and then you came
Yeah.
to Boise to
Straight to
teach,
teach. Yep.
and so this is your first time,
In
Back in
California,
California.
in a public school.
and they kind of put a lot of the
Um,
tough kids in one class,
They
correct?
did, yes. Because I started later after the start of the year, so they just picked kids and kind of put them all in, and we're going. We're working through some hard things. We're working with parents.
Do you find that weird at schools when admin's like, you seem strong? Like,
Yeah.
we're going to put you can handle all the
You can
tough
deal
kids.
with
And we're
it.
like,
Yeah.
should that be a reward that I'm a great teacher
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
Right?
I got told last year, so you're gonna have the toughest group of kids. I was like, I'm a first year teacher.
Yeah.
But you had a good
No,
group
but
last
they
year.
were good. They were awesome.
Well, good, but we had some.
I mean, we had some
It
struggles.
was tough last year for a while, but part of that was because there wasn't really, with middle school being new,
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot of systems and
Yes,
routines
yes.
in
Yeah.
place, and like,
I think
you
we
know,
got 'em in
something
check,
new
though.
from the
Yeah.
ground
No,
up.
I think they-
yeah, we
Like-
T-lacked the heck out of them.
I just felt so bad because they're like,
We
remember
put
when
that
you had
training to
homework?"
use.
And I'm like, well, you do now, kids.
Yeah.
Here you go. You're
Welcome
hey,
to middle school.
Yeah.
Homework is so important because it sets you up for the rest of your life to
Yeah.
have work ethic because you have to do things no matter what job
Mhm.
you have that you do not like.
and you have to make
I
deadlines.
remember that. Yeah.
You have to make deadlines.
Oh,
I tell the kids
can
in
tell
class
you
all
right
the
now,
time,
a lot of these kids,
if your burgers and fries aren't coming out on time, they're not keeping you at the burger joint.
No.
Like, everything has a deadline.
Yeah.
Don't give me no stale fries.
No.
I'm not a Karen ever at restaurants, but there are times where if I get cold fries or something, I'm like,
Cold fries are gross.
fix this.
Especially
Fix
when
it
you're in a
now.
mood. You're like,
Yeah.
oh no, this is not happening.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so hello to Snow Mom.
Oh, nice.
Hi.
Hi, Snow Mom.
And Kay, the reason I did not come is because she did not tell me she had a game today. Also,
Oh, yeah.
we were all together today, so we had
Yeah.
a prior engagement that we had
Yeah.
scheduled from morning till afternoon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which went awesome.
I know, and I love going to student sporting events.
Yes,
I love it when
So
they
fun.
invite us and we
To
get to
take
go
them.
see them. And
Yes.
because kids are so different in the sporting element outside of
Outside of
school.
school.
outside, and even
Yeah.
like this one, I was sitting with him, and it's so nice, like sitting with them and being like outside
No
of school.
pressure.
No, and you could like chill with them, and you're not in charge.
You're not in
and
charge. That's the
you-
big
and
thing.
it's just like they want to hang out with you. Like I love when they run up into the stands or the bleachers or the field and like give you a hug. Like oh my god,
Yeah,
that's just
I was
everything.
asking
Yeah.
one the other day.
I
was-
went to a football game, remember this
Oh,
year?
yes!
And to go see some of the 8th graders that
Yeah.
had graduated.
Didn't you meet
And-
Amber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went, and it was really fun because even though those kids barely knew me, they still ran up and gave her hugs and everything, and they were like, "Hi, Miss Shelton."
Isn't
Yeah.
that so cute
Yeah.
though? I love like seeing them outside of
Yeah.
school is my favorite. Like in their
Mhm.
element
Yeah.
with their families who we love,
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
Like it's and I mean we were at a wrestling match
Yeah.
recently and
Yeah.
just sitting with the family and
Right.
Yeah.
see I was finally able to see that student crash
Crash
out.
out.
Not crash.
She's like, I don't think that student crashes out. I said, I've seen a little bit of crash out. She's
No.
like, no way. And I was like, oh, he's coming. His mom's like, he's coming to crash out.
She's like video it.
But we love
I
that
was
student.
like, take.
Yeah. Shout out Snow Mom for having amazing
Yeah,
kids.
good job, Snow Mom.
Yeah.
We love you.
We
do
love your
love you.
family.
I do too.
We do.
Yeah. Did you end up? Which one of your kids? Oh my golly!
Got a lot of them.
Listen, I'm old. It's
A million
gone.
thoughts.
100.
It's
Yep.
gone.
Did one of my kids?
One of your kids. I had 3 times kids from your class ran to my class this week,
Did you have a
dying
charger?
laughing to tell me things. Oh, the charger. Okay, my kids think the charger thing is hilarious. I find because all my chargers keep disappearing. Everybody keeps borrowing.
I only borrow the
So,
same
all
one.
my chargers, and so my husband's like, "Why did you order more phone chargers?" I said, "Listen, I'm out of chargers." at
Between
school.
Allie and
I got a bright purple 10-foot cord and a big red Sour Patch Kid charger, and they're
But
plugged
just so you know,
together.
I have tripped on ask any of my kids like 97 times.
Okay.
I,
When
I was like, she just gave it back to me this morning.
I swear, every time I go into your room, like when you run across the hall and you're like, "Hey, can like a
Yeah,
pop
I have to
down
go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Watch my kids. I have to
Let
pee.
me
Bathroom
make
break.
sure. Like,
Hold
like
the door.
90% of the time, whenever I go in there, I'm like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit in this chair really quick." And every single
Do you
time,
trip
without fail, I nearly fall on my butt. I'm like, this whole chair's gonna topple with
It is
me.
the worst
Yeah.
stuff.
Well,
It is.
when the chair has wheels, so her chair has wheels,
Mine doesn't.
and I'm a little short, so I went to sit the other day and realized I'm not quite tall enough.
Did
to
it
lean
almost
back.
roll out?
So I went to go.
Yeah.
The kids were dying. I was dying. I was like, listen, this is right. It didn't fall. I have one of my most embarrassing. Okay, well, not when I've told the one where I fell through the chair. One of my most embarrassing things though was my first year. I was trying to run back from the copy machine because our staff lunch, everything's clear on the other side of the big horseshoe. Middle school is like really far away, and they were coming back from their special, and I could see them out the copy room window. And so I had this huge stack because I was making everything for a whole unit for a month, and I was running. I'm coming out and walking real fast across the playground, and I didn't realize they pulled the curbing up on the corner of our garden, and I stepped in a little pothole.
Oh.
Rolled my ankle, by the way. Ended up in a boot, but I Superman with the papers. And so I had, and it's asphalt. And so I had road rash up my arms, on my chin, my legs. Everything was bleeding so bad. And of course, all the kindergarten and first graders are on the playground. So everyone wants to come help and ask if you're okay. And I'm mortified because I'm super embarrassed because everyone can see the playground. And I
Poor thing.
was trying, so I like, you're not crying. I'm like, I'm okay. And they're like, you're bleeding everywhere. I'm like, it's all right. And I come back.
Everything's fine.
And I get over there, and you know, my sixth graders are ready to greet me, and they're like, of course, like looking at me like, what
happened to you?
And I was like, it's okay, come in and get your stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you can head over to your next class, come get your stuff. As soon as they get to the door of the room, like, I mean, it was so bad. It was swollen, and I know they made me leave and go to the doctor, but there was nothing.
Shut up.
Yeah, it was so embarrassing because I couldn't put any weight on my
She's
left
allergic
foot.
to everything.
Yeah, that's true. You probably had an
Oh my
infection.
God.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
were crying.
seriously. Actually, at this time, at this point in my life, I wasn't allergic to my tears yet. So I cried all the time. I did not
That's
cry all the
something
time.
that came
I
in
still-
later in life?
Yeah, just been like the last It's just been like the last 3 years.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
So you developed an allergy to yourself.
The allergy doctor said
From the
it's.
theater.
Yeah, they're like, it's all the dust and pollen that you take in when you're breathing because it gets in your, like, because I'm really allergic to like pretty much all dust and pollen. And so when it secretes in your tears, it's the pollens and dust is what I'm allergic to. It's not actually my tears, but it's the stuff that I'm allergic to, yeah. Isn't that crazy? I know.
When you said that,
I'm special.
well, and we weren't even friends at that point when you announced that. And I
No.
was like, where the hell am I? Like,
I
what is happening here? Like,
Uh-huh.
people are allergic to their, what?
That's
Where
funny.
am I? Orange County?
Well, imagine 3 years ago when I started getting crazy hives and welts when I was crying. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah,
And
that would have been awkward.
I went to the doctor and they're like, oh, it's just an allergic reaction. I'm like, to my tears? They're like, well, your body takes in all the pollens and dust and it comes out like when you sneeze, just
So
everything.
it's on here because
So
of the pores.
it's on my, whether it's on my cheeks or, because when you cry too, the salt kind of opens your
For
pores
sure.
and stuff. And that's what it is. And I was like, okay, this isn't the most embarrassing thing like in my entire life.
Well, I mean,
It's
so
embarrassing.
I almost died halfway through
Oh
the year last
my
year.
god! No,
No,
you
that was
must
our
die
that
at
was
the
our
beginning.
first that was our first
that the
parent
cinnamon?
teacher
Yes.
Yeah, somebody brought cheesecake.
parent teacher conferences and they provided us food.
I have never had a cheesecake that had cinnamon in the crust,
Uh-huh.
and so I just
Wasn't it like an Oreo crust or it was
no,
like some sort
it
of
was
a cookie
like a graham
crust?
cracker crust, but it had cinnamon in it for some weird reason. So I went and I literally take one bite and I look over and I was like, uh-oh. And I walk over to the box to see if I can find the ingredient label on it. And people see it and they're like, oh, are you checking the carbs? And I was like, nope.
No.
I'm looking to see if there's cinnamon
Allergic
in
to
this.
cinnamon.
And somebody just immediately goes, yes, there is, because I know where they bought that, and it does have cinnamon in it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go grab my EpiPen from
But I
that.
had a parent from
A bus driver
from my
Or
other
bus driver,
school,
yes, or something like
and
that.
she has a kid like that at the other school.
And she had one on her.
She was like, "I got this."
Like, I got Benadryl, and I was like, okay, I will take that. It's gonna knock me out, but that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
Better
I did
that
not
than
have
dying.
Benadryl.
Yeah, so last year we'd always say, hashtag don't make Stephanie cry, and hashtag don't make Zoe die.
That was it. Okay, she didn't hear.
Yeah.
So no, Lulu, I gave you a shout out. Clearly, you weren't paying attention. LT,
Is
my
that,
little T girl.
is that how we listen in class? You give instructions and then they say,
Is Roxy
what?
over there? Are you talking to her? Oh, Rara. Sorry. Hi, A. So love you. We have your shout out now. But yes, cinnamon, tears. What's your allergy?
Carrots.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah, it is. Carrots.
What's wrong with you guys?
A lot of people, yeah, you are allergic to rice.
Just like one of the places
You
A
should
lot-
have rice on your plate
I
today.
didn't eat it.
She didn't eat it.
Why didn't you ask for no rice? Oh my God.
those are weird things to everyone everywhere we go.
I'm genuinely
Right?
concerned.
But your rice, your ricing's new, isn't it? I mean, you are, but
I
knowing
did
about
develop it, but
knowing about
no,
it's new,
I've known
right?
for like 11 years now.
Oh, I thought it was brand new.
No.
No, but I found out.
Well, I mean, you're allergic to meat, so.
I just don't eat it. I'm allergic to cats. Stupid cats.
Okay.
That's a real allergy.
Here's a good vegetarian story. I had a few students who were cousins from Chuuk in Micronesia in the Pacific Islands.
Oh, okay.
And so English is their second language. And he was in 8th grade this year, and Caitlin and I are in there, and we're in the theater, and when the kids were waiting to get picked up, they would sit in lines in the theater, and we'd always have the middle school sitting in the back. And then he often, a lot of times his mom couldn't come and get him, and so he carpooled with me and another teacher. But I mean, he's just this like big, looks Samoan, just this big kid, and he is like so giggly, the sweetest kid, the biggest heart. I know, shout out Justin, hope you're doing well. And we were explaining that one of our friends, it's a friend that she was here this weekend, went to a comedy concert or something last night with, and we were explaining that she was a vegetarian, and he's like, what's that? Well, first I had just tried to explain to him what a Sasquatch was. So I was trying to explain to somebody from another country that, like, what Bigfoot is, a Sasquatch. And so he's so confused. He's like, you guys are weird. I was like, dude, this thing could steal you. It could take you. I'm like, don't go in the woods. He's like, why'd you go in the woods anyways? No, like, he's like, I wouldn't go in the woods. He's like, I climb mango trees, but I don't go in the woods. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And so
There's
then
chupacabras.
somehow talking about the Sasquatch led to something about beef, and our other friend Lucia had said, yeah, well, I don't eat beef because I'm a vegetarian. And he's like, what you mean? And I said, well, she doesn't eat meat. She only eats other things. He's like, you eat grass? I was like, yeah, kind of. She does, because you know that if
She
it's
calls
not
my
romaine,
lettuce grass.
like the mixed greens, it looks like weeds. And so
She's like, why are you eating weeds?
yeah, and it took us a good time, but we were laughing. We were sitting down, like, we were crying. We were laughing. He's like, "What? Why is it funny to eat grass?" He's like, "Why are you eating grass?" And she's like, "I don't eat grass. I just don't eat meat." And he's like, "That's the best part." Like, I don't get it. And, like,
My son would say the same thing.
but even after we were done explaining it, he kind of got it. He's just like, "Okay, you're weird."
Weirdo.
Like, he was just like, "I'm going home to tell my family about this."
You know, there's people in the world who eat grass instead of meat.
Well, it was just funny. He didn't go to fruits or vegetables or
Nope,
anything. It was
just
went
straight
straight from if
grass.
you're not eating meat, you're only eating
You're
grass.
eating grass.
It's the food chain.
Yeah,
You're not
I
eating
know.
the meat.
I mean, when you think about it, he's not wrong.
I know.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
It was so funny though, and so that's why.
Well, there's only like 2 of us, 3, I guess now. I know her. She is in Idaho, so the whole state.
No, she's not vegetarian anymore.
What?
Yeah, she told me. Yep.
This is mind
How did you
blowing.
snap out of that?
I don't know how
She was
did
just
it.
like, I'm
she
gonna
didn't even
eat.
tell me. Her girlfriend did.
Oh my
Maybe,
golly.
maybe it was like
That's
a slow
crazy.
intro or something, because it makes you super
So sick.
Yeah. So like I went like kind of pescatarian for a little while, or I went from just fish. Like I was like, oh, I'm just gonna eat fish and chicken, and I did that for a long time. And
that's
so
so
now
sad.
when I eat anything, like any red meat whatsoever, like it like hurts my
To
stomach.
this day,
Oh.
you can't eat it. Like you
Like
don't
I
process
can
it.
eat red meat. It just like it literally like makes me kind of sick to my stomach, and it gives me like acid reflux because I just don't eat it very often.
Mm. I've heard red meat can do that if you don't eat it.
Oh, I'm like petrified.
So
to
I make sure I
ever
just
try
have
that
it all
again.
the time. It's all
I
good.
just keep eating
Well,
it.
don't worry, because somebody put me onto the like Primal Queen stuff, and I'm like, you know what? This is awesome. I don't have to eat red meat anymore because now I'm getting all my supplements through there.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, nice.
There's so many ways to get it too now. Like, I don't know. Where I'm from, being a vegetarian isn't weird because
No, it's not.
Well,
Yeah,
it is
no,
here.
of course not.
Everyone in
Like
California,
There's
like half of my
straw,
friends
there's
are vegan.
alfalfa, there's
Yeah.
green grass, there's
In Idaho, it's freaking
we've
weird.
got a lot of different types of grass for you here.
it's freaking weird.
There are the avocados.
In California.
And Shane does the same thing. He's like, yeah, she doesn't eat meat. Like, stop judging me.
That's so funny. Yeah, actually think I met any vegetarians until I moved to Idaho.
Okay, you want to know something
I
really
don't
funny
know.
though? Every time that my family sits down to like eat and there's potatoes of some sort, they're like, these potatoes are so small, and I'm like, yeah, they're not Idaho potatoes, and they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, dude, we shipped them all out. California
Yeah.
has the Idaho potatoes.
For
That's
sure.
what we ate.
Yeah.
And now you guys
Yeah.
are here, and we have the California and Washington potatoes.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not
All
this
their
big
super
instead of this
produce.
big.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
so true.
But they
Yeah.
complain about it so much, and it just makes me laugh because we
Unless
love
you go to the
potatoes
farmer's
so
market,
much.
Yeah.
they bring their yummy potatoes to the farmer's
Right.
market.
Yeah.
I was like, go to
from
Boise
their
Franco.
farms.
Oh, that's locally sourced.
Yeah, it is.
Don't go to the one in
Yeah.
Nampa. A car just ran through them.
Oh, I did
They're
hear
probably
that.
closed.
Yeah, probably.
It was a couple weeks ago, so maybe they
Yeah.
should. I don't know.
Well,
Shout out to my old company, by the way. I did, yeah.
she works for everyone. Every time I'm talking about
Yeah, it's like
Luciano's,
restaurants.
she
Yes!
gets along
I didn't
there.
work at Luciano's.
Oh.
An ex of mine did, but I
That's
I
right.
was there often.
Sorry.
But yeah,
But
no.
she still has the hookups.
Yeah, 100%. I've probably worked
Yeah.
for like 8 different companies in Idaho.
Yeah.
In the
So did you
3 year-
did
3 years
you
that you
waitress
lived
to
here.
make through like get yourself through college, or was it also in high school? Or
No, so I actually started out, the first job that I ever did was I worked as like a secretary at the airport in Bakersfield because my mom worked there, and I just kind of like got to go do an internship there. And then after that I worked at a bakery, and then I was actually an instructional student aide at California State University of Bakersfield. So I went into the math remediation classes there, and I taught. And then when I got up here, it was like restaurant,
That's
because
where you're making money, right?
yeah, and because
Yeah.
tuition is
So
expensive
I
for
just-
out of state. So
I worked in a really cool video store. It was kind of like on the movie Clerks. I mean, it was an awesome little, not a blockbuster, R.I.P. blockbuster, but once I got over here, I coached. That's how I got my way
Awesome.
through. I coached so many different sports for so many different grades, and then worked at some after school clubs. What did you do? Kind of get yourself through. Did you work in college, or did you?
No, I had my. Thank God I had my parents. First of all, we all know I do not multitask well. That's just. I mean, we're putting it out there. There is zero multitasking. Hell no. My parents had put money aside because they were like, we know how you are, and it's either going to be work or school. I did work at East Coast Bagels when I was 18 and moved out of my parents' house because I thought moving to and my sister, if you're watching, will attest to this, the hood in Long Beach, and this was not, it was literally like the hood. I worked at I was slinging bagels and coffee, and I did that, and it was awful, and then I moved back home and left for college after that. It was not
Golly,
smart.
that's so
But I
funny.
should have waitress, because you told me you made big
Good money.
waitressing.
Yeah.
okay, to be fair, it was all of the nice people that actually tipped well that like made me make money, because in
Right.
Idaho the server wage, that like the
It's-
minimum
it's
server wage
tiny.
is $3.35 an hour.
Yeah, they
That's
make
what
their
the
money off
restaurants have to
tips.
pay you. Yeah, all
What?
of the money that you take home is based off tips, because that $3.35 an hour is like your tax,
Your base pay.
It's
Everything.
gone.
It's the rest is tips.
Yeah.
It's not like that in California.
No!
California's minimum wage is like 15 across the board.
Yeah.
It's actually higher.
I was going to say, it's probably
Yeah.
But
$20.
even servers don't get paid less than the minimum wage there.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
This is new information for me.
Did you say $3?
$3.35.
Yeah.
That's not, you can't even buy saying yes for that
I
now.
know. That's why I was like, you know
Tips.
what?
That's
Give
why
me
you gotta
6
tip.
tables at a time, and I'm going to sell the
Everything.
as much as I can. Give you the drinks, give you the desserts, get like anything and everything that I can talk you into buying tonight for you to have a good time
Yeah.
and me to get paid.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Hope says that when she went to college, it was what you said, that's how
it
much
still
she...
is.
Where did you work, Hope? Where did you work? That's nuts.
Yeah. I actually get on a soapbox about it. I've told both of my last 2 years of classes about it. I'm like, just so you know, if you be a server, but also when you guys go out, like, I know that you're probably not responsible for paying for your food right now, but like, let's say you're in, high school and you go to prom, because that was the worst night ever
Right.
as a server.
Oh,
was
for
prom
sure.
night.
You're
And
making
the
it
kids
count.
don't
I always
tip.
make sure my kids do 20% tip.
Yeah.
Even if you get bad service, I'm like, you know what? They might just be having a bad day.
But is it, like, she worked at Stewart's, which is nice, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, the nicer the restaurant, wouldn't you think you would make more? Because the tip,
More
like,
tips.
yes and
Depending.
no. So I made more money
A lot of
working.
people made more like dive type places.
Yeah, I made more money working at Longhorn, which is it's like nice, right? But
Yeah,
it's not.
Like, it's like Texas.
Yeah.
Roadhouse,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But I made more money there than I made working at a winery.
Shut up.
Mhm.
What about bartending? Would you make more bartending?
It really depends.
It depends.
Is it just
but
the turnover of that place that gave more customers?
Oh, that's a good question.
so actually our thing at Longhorn was we were trying to get the table in and out
Yeah.
in 40 minutes.
Yes.
So and I also was
So they
able to
didn't like
have-
people like me that stay and gap forever.
But I mean, it was also okay as long as like people were tipping, and you have
Right.
your rotation of tables. So
Yeah.
be that 3 tables at the time, or at one point I had 9 tables going on, and
Mhm.
like that is a lot of work. And then of course you get people who are kind of unhappy because it's like, hey, I need my drink, and I'm
That
like,
can bring out
I
everything,
can do so
everything.
much.
Yeah.
Like at once,
But
I have 2
you
hands.
you're just doing whatever you can to
Yeah.
like make rent, make it through college
Yeah.
or whatever. What did you do
Yeah,
through
I-
college? Did you work in college?
Well, yes, I
Kind
did.
of
I
early?
had wonderful parents also that paid. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Shout out.
Woo! We love you!
But yes, I did. I worked at Round Table Pizza. It's kind of like
I remember Round
Round
Table.
Table.
Yeah,
Pizza.
I worked there for 5 years, I think,
Oh,
and then I
nice.
worked
Okay.
at after school programs, so I could start working with kids and just get that experience. And that's just was my fun money and my book money. So
Yeah.
Well, that is what I
Oh,
did.
yeah.
I lifeguard in the counselor
Okay.
thing. That
How
was in
many
the
of
community
How
center.
many of you guys have picked up summer jobs?
That's
in
what I
between?
did. Yeah. Oh.
No, like after you started
Yeah.
teaching, like what summer
No,
jobs?
just in
I mean,
admin.
last year was my first
Summer
summer, so
school.
I didn't do
No.
because I was like, this is
But
gonna be
you
my
did,
first summer
right?
off in
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, because I think
10,
you
11 years.
you
Yeah,
taught
I taught summer
You
school.
picked up summer school.
I
Yeah.
did
in a
summer
different
school and then
school.
admin. Yeah.
Yes, at different schools, but
Yeah.
this summer I am taking off. And
Heck
taking a break.
yeah.
Yeah, I
We
need
don't work summers anymore.
Yeah.
It's for the birds.
Honestly,
you.
though, like if I could pick up like a weekend gig or whatever and just make a little bit of
Just
extra
something
money,
easy.
because
Small,
really,
like just
I
kind of
made
part time.
I made more money as a server than I do as a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear
But-
that all the time.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
job it's hard. It's
So-
hard on your
It
body.
Okay, so my
Uh-huh.
son worked at Dutch Bros, and he made pretty much the same or a little bit almost more than me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Working part time,
Yeah.
making coffee than I did as like 5 or 6 years into teaching.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
It is.
It's the most underpaid, underappreciated
Well,
by so
during
many people.
COVID, we made the mistake. When I say we, it was me and some co-teachers, my 4 middle school teachers, and because during COVID, I mean, middle school kids were usually taking care of the little, their siblings,
Yeah.
and a lot of them weren't getting on until 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night to do their work, and so of course we're getting on with them, and so I often was on and off camera from 6 in the morning until 11 or 12 at night. Like it was, I was working like 16-hour days, and it was also on the weekends. It was so busy, and we were sitting there, we're working out. We're like, we are making about 25 cents an hour right now, but at the same time, we're not going to tell these kids no
Yeah.
because, if they're trying to do their work and they need help, then I'm going to get on and help them
their
because that's
circumstances
just
are-
who I am.
Yeah.
So I honestly even though I made more money serving and everything, I would never go back to it because I didn't love serving. I love teaching.
Yes.
I love being a teacher.
Yeah,
I love the
me
kids.
too.
I love getting involved. I
The
love
kids
getting
and the
their
families.
aha moments.
Yes.
Like those are what drive
And the
me and what keeps me
coworkers.
coming back, and that will continually be a thing.
Yeah, the kids, the parents, our coworkers.
Yes.
I mean, most of them.
Yeah.
Were,
Yes.
Having a good team is make or break.
It is.
For sure, it can either make or break like your entire year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I gotta beat the statistic. Like, it's like most teachers,
Right.
which they didn't tell us until it was literally like the last quarter of the last semester before I graduated from BSU. And they said, yeah, so most teachers quit before the 3rd year.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
what?
It's burnout
Yeah.
is so
I was
crazy.
like,
Yeah.
holy
We
crap,
had one
are
that
you
just
serious?
did. Like,
Yeah.
and I get it. Like,
Yeah.
I fully
Yeah,
get it.
After doing this, yeah.
Yeah, it's, I mean, if it is,
I just keep jokingly ask my husband if I can retire. He's still telling me no.
I don't think you're
So
joking.
if we
at
can make
times.
our podcast big, then maybe
Right.
this will be our new gig full
Yeah.
time. But
Right.
I mean,
I
we
well,
see two broke
it
teachers
is.
and a mic without.
Exactly, because you're going to still be working.
I would still be broke.
Yeah.
No, I just like I really, really love what I do, but when I get to this part of the year, I'm so fried. I'm so burnt
Yes.
out. I still get up every day because I want to be there for the kids.
But she's got a little attitude. I love this era of right.
Regina.
It's my favorite era. My
Quarter is
favorite
hard
era.
for me, and my give a care is broken
It
after
is.
spring break.
Yeah.
Not about the kids, about the adults.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
just all
the
in
things.
general.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I do. The only reason I do show up is for the kids and for you and for my coworkers is the only like. Otherwise, I'd be calling in sick every day. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have enough sick pay built up right now to take the rest of the year off.
Yeah.
I was like, no, but sorry, I apologize. That was very unprofessional. But yeah, no, I. Don't be unprofessional.
You can't
Allie.
leave.
I didn't make off.
If I have to be there, you have to be there.
I heard my husband.
And I am.
I
I
might
shall
need a
say
sub next week. I might need a sub.
Oh
no,
my God.
seriously,
I
but
can sub. I'm here all night.
I know.
I was gonna say there's only one sub I'm okay with, but now that you say that, there are two subs I'm okay with.
Seriously.
And the other one said he is not subbing.
I
know.
Seriously, it is
He is
so
like dunzo.
hard.
Oh, no.
Okay, finding a good sub that can handle middle school kids.
Yes.
There's a reason that
Is-
middle school teachers are like usually the like highest paid out of all of the grade levels.
Are we? Are we?
Well,
are
not
we
in Idaho,
high
but
paid?
anywhere else.
Oh,
Yes.
I was
That's
like,
why I said
wow.
usually.
Oh,
That's why I said
I was like, we are? That's
No.
sad.
No, but it's usually the scale of like right in the middle, like the peak is like middle school because nobody wants to teach middle school.
No.
Absolutely.
It's my favorite age. I don't want to work with any other grades.
Yeah.
I
They
never
are
have.
fun. They're
I love
cute.
that.
They're so hard, but
They're
they're
good
so
kids.
fun.
They're funny. They just they
Oh.
make everything worth it. They do.
And their little sad faces when they get their hearts broken is adorable.
In the best way.
Listen, it's fourth quarter. We've talked about the West Side
we've
Story
talked
thing.
about.
Like we've got so many sad kids right now. I was like, oh.
It's the romance.
Don't worry, they want
Yeah.
the love of your life.
But
I
they think
know.
they were. So, Hope said about subbing. I
Oh,
forgot about
Oh.
this. She said, "What about that one girl who came and toured my classroom to be my long-term sub and was like, nah, I'm good."
Oh, that's right. That's right. She saw the kids, everything. She did, and she's like, never mind. Because they actually had hired her,
Yes,
They had
we
hired
did. I
her,
forgot about
and
that.
they told Addie that she had a long time. We've hired somebody. We got it all set up. It's ready to go. Go ahead and do your sub plans. And then she came and she like met the kids and stuff and went
She was
home
like, "I
and
can't
called
be
the
here
school
now,
and was like, nope, I'm not doing
Wow.
it, and cancel.
her.
I forgot about
I
that.
know.
But you know what? I will say
We
it was
ended up
meant
with
to be
Chad.
because our
Yeah,
brother
was
Chadwick.
amazing.
Chadwick
Yes.
is a good one.
I'm glad
Chadley.
you met him.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is good.
He was amazing.
Yeah. He gave those kids some tough love, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't play.
I mean it.
The shame finger was good.
He
It
just,
was good.
oh my god, he was
But
hilarious.
the kids loved him
Yeah,
too.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you know what he does? And he did when he was subbing for me for those couple weeks.
Yeah.
You know that little, you haven't seen it, this little Stephanie doll she got me?
Oh,
It's her-
what? I did.
So one of the
You're gonna
kids,
make her jealous.
don't worry, you'll see,
Okay.
she's in my pocket a lot.
My husband loves these things that I find on Facebook.
It was amazing.
I know. He's
So-
like, really?
One of the kids, like, he's on an island, fell asleep in the back of the class. So he brings it over. You're going to get detention if you don't wake up." And I didn't know that until one of the kids, shower boy.
Yeah.
Or non-shower boy.
Yeah.
Was
Laughed
did it
their
during his presentation the other day.
Oh my golly, that is so. Yeah, so I found this stupid Facebook ad, and it was like, make a stuffed animal or make a stuffy of yourself for someone you love. And so I found this. I was like, oh golly, Allie needs this, and
Emotional
it's a
support,
stupid
Stephanie.
stuffed animal with my face on
I
it.
love it.
Okay, Reese was telling me because when we did the tutoring thing.
Oh, yeah.
She
Zoe was amazing. He's helping her with her math.
Daughters.
That's my
That's
daughter.
great.
That's my daughter.
She was telling me, she was like, yeah, like my mom won't let me get on, wouldn't let me get on like Temu or whatever thing, yelled at me about it, and now she's ordering stuff on Temu all the time. And I was
Okay, it's not all the time. I went down the rabbit hole and they kept saying I was going to get free stuff. Let me get my free stuff
It's
first.
like sewing
Did you get
needles.
hacked?
Yeah, and so I kept going.
Yes, she got hacked on Temu.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, it kept saying, so I was like, okay, I'll do this. But then it was giving me some of the free stuff. So I didn't end up spending a ton of money, but stuff was showing up at my house for like 4 weeks, and my husband and I thought I was going to lose my... But listen, now we've got shelves and a wagon.
Our
and
next door neighbor
we've
got
got
those
so much
egg
stuff.
chairs for the backyard from Temu.
They're like, why did you get all this huge stupid stuff? I got this huge container for out back, and my husband's like, why? He's like, and everything's like, it's coming from...
You're like, it was 30
That
cents.
was
And
free.
I'm like, listen, I didn't actually think they would send me the free stuff.
Oh my gosh. I was
Okay.
testing it.
I've never really been on Temu.
Yeah, you were
and I
testing.
was heard it was a
All
scam.
about Temu. So let me prove them wrong.
It is a scam.
It's
It is.
such a
Yes.
scam. But I did get the free stuff, and it's still sitting in boxes in my front room. My husband super appreciates it.
Okay, one of our followers, I don't know who this is, says our son had a sleeping sub in high school. They even made an Instagram for it.
Oh
Okay,
my god.
in the town you and I live in, they had
That's awesome,
the students last year. No, it was I think it was Lucas's senior year, 2 or 3 years ago. They had an Instagram page, and it was all about this sub who would come in. He subbed in somewhere in the high school every day, and he would sleep.
I wonder
For
if that's
classes.
it.
Maybe if they're in Idaho, it might be.
They are in Idaho, I'm guessing.
Okay,
Maybe.
so
I don't know.
so there was this whole thing, and that Instagram was hilarious. Every once in a while, it would be a
Oh!
picture of a kid.
I think this is your husband, actually.
Oh,
I was all...
yes!
Same
I
person.
love that I'm telling the story.
I'm like,
it's
this
my
is sounding
husband.
too familiar.
Shout out, but no. This Instagram page was hilarious, and they kept the high school kept shutting it down, so they would start another one.
Yeah.
And it was the same guy asleep in a different outfit in like every classroom in the high school throughout the year, and they kept making reels.
Gosh.
How do you even
I
sleep
think-
at school,
yeah,
like when you're a
I
teacher?
think,
Yeah, I get
honestly,
that.
okay, so my daughter Reese, this year or last year, I don't know if she's on, she could tell, I can't remember, I feel like it was this year, they have this sub, she's showing us these pictures, I found them on Instagram first, before she shows me, and they have the social studies books from like multiple classrooms stacked from the floor, and they're trying to touch the ceiling, and they're all standing on things,
And
all
is
these
that
stacks.
sleeping?
Yes.
Oh,
And
I
she
love
was
it.
like, he lets us do whatever we want when we're there. And I was like, oh my word. But yeah.
I will say something,
That's
and we don't have
mortifying.
our kids
Yeah.
on phones class, but what I do appreciate about our students is that they do make social media accounts, but love us so much. Yes. Yes.
They're always begging us to post pictures of them, and we
can't. But what they do is they post, and like we find out about like their TikToks because we come across them because they're public,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, "You're not gonna make us shut them down," and I'm like,
You're
"We
not
don't
my
care.
kid."
You're hilarious.
Yeah.
As long as you're not bad mouthing us, we're
Yeah.
good, homie."
Yeah.
And they know. They're like, Witherspoon, right? Like
Yeah.
Shelton, they're cool. They're not gonna say anything.
Yeah. Well, and also, it's not. There's nothing bad on it either.
they're cute.
I
They're
started
adorable.
giving
funny.
them a lecture at one point. I was like, you guys probably shouldn't even have social media because like the age restrictions and everything. And then one of them pointed it out to me, and they were like, oh, you only have to be like 13 or whatever, and I was like,
Except a lot of
okay.
the things have changed their laws where a lot of like Facebook, Instagram, a lot of
Yeah,
those
it
want
used
you
to
to
be
be
18.
16.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
yeah.
they changed it to 13, and
18,
now they're
13.
going back the other way.
I know, they made like Instagram Teen or something. I saw an
Oh.
ad for that today. I was like,
Instagram Teen?
Yeah.
so it like automatically turns off the notifications at 10 p.m.
That sounds like a predator's
Yeah.
website. I don't want anyone
No.
to go on that.
It's still Instagram. It's just
The parent
that
sets it up
teen
for the
That's
kid.
setting.
So
Okay.
it's kind of like the Facebook Kids Messenger where it's
Yes,
controlled by
yes,
the parents.
yes.
So they have that for Instagram now as well. Because my daughter keeps begging for it, and I'm like, no, not yet.
You don't need it.
No.
Yeah.
It's problems.
honestly,
No.
social media is garbage. You see all this stuff that like you take in and you're like, oh, that's how I want to look, or like that's how I want to be, and none of it is real. It's all
Yeah.
filtered and
All
edited.
filtered.
But I honestly think that's why kids have so much anxiety these days because they're taking up in so many
Of
things that are going on
course.
around the world that has.
Well, they live and die by the comments and likes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just not even that, but I mean,
hard.
just the things going on in the world. And we saw sometimes on the news certain things, but you weren't taking in every
Right.
single thing that was going on in every state and
Yes.
in every country
Well,
and every
yes.
like.
Yeah, and I mean they have access to that, but I mean most of what they're seeing is probably not that because you know
Accurate, yeah.
it's well, and it's also just like everything that you're liking is being tracked so that
Right.
you see similar content to that. So
It's
if
the
you're-
logarithm, as you say.
algorithm.
She
Okay,
called
first
it a
of all,
logarithm.
Algorithm is
Okay.
a mathematical term, so is algorithm. But
See, it is algorithm.
I
said
thought,
you mean algorithm.
but I thought that's what I said. That's what I heard myself say. But she's like, "You said this." I was like, "I did." And she's so that it got to be really funny
That's
because
a logarithm.
I heard one thing, but I said a different thing.
natural law, yeah.
But
So,
it
yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
No, you're
Yeah.
right. But that's what it starts to show. Like,
Yeah.
that's why if I'm on something too long, that's like insane. I'm like, oh god, no, that's all. That's
Or if you
yeah.
like you leave your like phone, set it down to like do something really quick, and you realize that there's just been, and you're
Yeah.
like, no, I didn't.
There's
No, I don't
27
want
videos.
that.
Well, okay,
of that.
so when we were in DC, we were having conversations at dinner, like with a bunch of the adults, because we were sitting with teachers from the other school we
Yeah.
were traveling with. We were sitting with our
Parents.
travel guide. We were sitting with our parents, and we were like, we're just conversations about different things. And next thing you know, I opened up my phone, and it was
Yeah.
all about the stuff that we were having conversations about in DC. And all of a sudden, I'm getting all these like.
Oh no.
Travel with this, tour guide with that, and it was
Oh
like
my
all these
goodness.
DC things because we were talking about all the different places we've
They're
been
always
that
listening.
day,
Yeah,
and I was like, see, they're listening to
100%
us.
they are.
They're listening
We
to us.
used to have
But we
one of
found
those
them.
Alexa dots in our old
Oh,
house.
that's
Callie.
not my house.
Shane unplugged it and
Yeah.
put it in a drawer. He was like terrified.
We
of
don't
this
have
thing.
a dot. We don't have an
I don't
Alexa
care.
Echo.
Siri's
We don't
listening
have
to
an
me.
Well,
Alexa.
and I literally, my life is not exciting. Like, you want to listen? Go ahead,
in the
listen.
classroom.
Yes.
My gosh, we worked with this teacher that had one of those in her
The
classroom.
dots?
Mhm.
Yes,
Echoes.
and when they had a substitute, they would like turn it on so they could listen to the substitute and everything going on in the classroom.
Yeah.
Was a little
I
bit.
didn't know you could do
Little
that.
bit.
Yeah, kind of like a ring camera.
It
how
listens
you
to
can
you.
listen
Yeah.
to. Well, you have to like turn on the mic, and yes,
Why?
it does. But you can also there's a
She
button
just
that you
wanted
can
to
push
know
down.
what was going on. All
If
the
you're
time.
not there, you gotta
You guys
gotta
gotta
record.
check out.